What's up, everybody? A Sparrow with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on Osiris New Dawn. When we left off in the last episode, we had finally managed to get back up to kind of where we left off in terms of functionality. We don't have quite as many things that don't work. We conserved our resources to only build the laboratory and a habitat so that we could focus on getting a hover bike and stuff back to the way that we had things before. Couldn't remember if I left anything in there. So this episode, we're basically picking up where we left off before the patch got in my way and wiped everything out, which is trying to build the available ships. Now, I haven't actually researched it, so I'm still not entirely sure whether Azurnium is actually in the game or not, because I've had people discussing the mech's behavior, which makes me think it's available, or they're referring to something the devs have said or something, because I've also had people say that Azurnium isn't in the game yet. However, everything else should be able to be made. The ground assault vehicle, the rover, and the spaceship. And actually, surprisingly, it's not all that expensive. It's just a lot of resources in general, but they're not really, like, a lot of the fancy stuff isn't really a big deal. For example, the G.A.V and the rover both take 5 diamond, and the spaceship takes 10, and I'm pretty sure I have like 3 or 4 stacks of 20. So in terms of like diamond and things like that, it's not all that hard to get. The bigger thing is, I think, going to end up being gold that you need for circuit boards and wires, which you need a fair bit amount of them. I've been doing math on what all I need. So if I did my math right, I need like 50 titanium, 5 glass, let's see, 84 lithium, 10 plutonium, 15 lead, 55 steel plates is going to be a bit of an issue, 65 magnesium total, that's including the steel, 135 aluminum, 72 rubber, 34 copper, 51 gold. That's going to be the big hit for me, I think, because gold is something I have the least of. 34 carbon, not sweating that exactly. And 110 iron, not sweating that at all. So, overall, I think I have most of what I probably already need. It's really going to come down to the gold, I think. But let me go through my inventory stuff and do all that boring mumbo-jumbo and make sure I've got everything else, and we'll go from there. But I think this episode is going to focus on some traversal with the hover bike and having some fun, getting to some new areas and mining some stuff, and then testing out the new vehicles. Alrighty, so I did my math. Hopefully it's done right. Anybody's guess as to whether or not that's true or not. So if I did my math right, I'm not worried about the hydrogen or the carbon because I can basically just run down here and grab it. I think I'm going to have to do about 9 trips for the hydrogen because I need like 34 plastic or something of that nature. And I have 3 tanks, which lets me do 4 plastic per run. So yeah, there's that. Let me check, which one is it? 4 is the Ezekiel crater, 5 is another location for gold, and then that's diamond, which we don't need, so let's just go for this one for now. We're gonna see how fast we can get to the Ezekiel crater. So I need 47 aluminum, 38 gold, 40 rubber, 15 lead, and that should do us. We should have what we need, or have what isn't available already. Whee! Let's see how fast we can outrun the worm. Right here. We don't even need any magnesium. I'm astonished. Woohoo! Yeah, that's right. Hey, I wonder if I can shoot this. Well, technically, I guess I can shoot it, but it's not really doing anything. So we're going to keep an eye out for aluminum. And the great part here is we also have the inventory of our hover bike. So even if we get overweight, we can still bring most everything back with us. I don't think... I'd have to double check to make sure, but I don't think the bike inventory is measured by weight. I think it's done by slots. Okay, so there's 23, so that's close. Let's get our other beacon set up. This is going to technically lithium, but there is 1 gold node over there. I honestly haven't really found a lot of better places for gold, to be honest. Gold doesn't really seem to be showing up very often, at least in my area. There is that section... You know what? Let's do that. I changed my mind. Because I don't have a beacon down for it, but there is this section over yonder. I think it's about that way. We might actually want to pick up some aluminum while we're right here, too. But there's a section over here, or that way, maybe. It was basically, because this was where my old base was kind of around. But it essentially is going towards diamond. Let's take care of this guy real quick. Because I can. Because the hover bike's awesome. Oh, what's that? You're not fast enough to catch up to me? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, wait, no, I'm not. Boom. Now, where's the ostrich guy? Where's he at? Boom. I love the hover bike, man. This thing is so cool. Literally, right now, worth its weight in gold. Did you see that? That was awesome. Every once in a while, the mining mechanic works really well. Right, I need 47 aluminum. And because it's aluminum... Hello? Because it's aluminum, I mean, any extra we get is not really going to be missed. Because we always need aluminum for something. Oh boy, sun's starting to go down. Gonna have a night run on the hover bike. Not quite there. Don't run away. Every once in a while you get these weird little splinters that stay stuck in the ground. It's kind of odd. Let's just fix up the bike real quick. I do like having my multi-tool that can just repair things on the fly. That's a very handy tool to have. Alright, so we're good on aluminum. We need more gold. We need more gold. The rubber I'll get on my own because it's just these rubber trees, and it's going to be super boring watching me mine a tree, smack a tree until I get 40 rubber. And then lead is actually close to the base, so I'm not really worried about that one. But I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, there should be quite a few gold nodes off in this direction. I think it's up over this ridge. Most of the time I was in fog or darkness when I came over here, but I think it's next to this mountain. Yep, there it is. And there's oxygen right there. Man, this bike is just so awesome. It really is. You know what? Since we have room, let's just mine all of this. But yeah, so we gotta get this. Like I said, the lead we can find back at the base. I might just do 2 of these. I probably should slap another beacon down here at some point, but I'm getting to where I kind of know the map. So I know to just head towards diamond and off in this direction, and I kind of get to gold. 40... Okay, yeah, we're good on gold. So I gotta get rubber and lead. Let's head over to... where do I want to go? Wait, where am I going, actually? Where's those oxygen coming from? I don't remember those. I think I took a wrong turn. Ah, there's the rubber trees. I kind of use the rubber trees as my guide. Alright, so let's head over and get lead. And then I will probably work on mining the rubber and getting the hydrogen off camera, because that's going to be a little more dull. But the lead should... Not that, you know, mining gold and stuff has been very interesting, but honestly it was to show off the hover bike. That was really the reason I put this in here, was so that we could show off the hover bike a little bit more. But once we get at this stuff, we should then basically have what we need to show off the rest of the builds. The rest of the vehicles, I guess is the proper term. Okay, so assuming I did my math right, which, meh, anybody's guess, I should have everything that I need. However, could not carry it all in one go. So we're going to hope I can do this without getting super duper overweight. Well, actually, you know what? Let's just see. What is it, 250? Dang it. I was hoping it wouldn't be that way. Okay, well, I think we can leave some of this. And we can probably leave the aluminum, because the aluminum is just for... yeah, that'll work. The aluminum is just for the spaceship. So we should be good on the rest of it. Alright, so we've got the Rover, the ground assault vehicle, and the spaceship. We'll hold off on the ship for now. Let's do the Rover first. Because Rover sounds more like, you know, just vehicle. Ground assault vehicle sounds like it's actually going to be fun. Alright. So we have ourselves a Rover. Woohoo! Now this thing is actually pretty ginormous. Larger inventory, so that's probably the main appeal to this one. Ooh. Does it have lights? It has headlights. Have headlights will travel. It is definitely slower. So it's basically your truck that you get more resources and stuff. And you can carry more. And it's probably more, what's the word? Maneuverable, I guess? Like in terms of the whole all-terrain kind of idea. Though hoverbike, pretty awesome. I would probably still advocate for the hoverbike. Especially for starting off, because it's cheaper. But if you were actually looking to, like, I want to go drive somewhere... The other thing is it's slow. That's the only thing with the Rover, is it carries a lot, but it's slow. So if we ever decide to move bases or something, it'd be a good thing to have. Okay, I need more of the steel out of here. Now... Haha! Now we can carry everything. Alright. Get through there. Thank you. That was weird. Okay. So, stop it. Ground assault vehicle is next up. Let's see how that works. And then last, we'll end up doing the spaceship. Which we'll probably play around the most with because, well, spaceship? I mean, duh. Now this guy looks kind of awesome. This is probably going to blend best of both worlds. You've got a little bit more room, but you have a turret, which is fun. 70 kilometers per hour. Let's see if we can't... And it's a little bit more, like... Okay, so it's capping out around 70 on the uphill. Let's see if we get on some level ground. Okay, so roughly about 72, 75 kilometers per hour. About 72. Holding shift doesn't seem to do anything with this one. It definitely increases the hover bike, but this one doesn't seem to do anything. However, the turret is pretty cool that you can kind of drive and shoot, and it's a double barrel. So that's kind of awesome. Did I just shoot myself? Can you do that? Oh. My health isn't going down though, so I guess the friendly fire is kind of off. It does have a light. So overall, I would probably say, we'll have to do a speed comparison, but I would say that the ground assault vehicle is probably the best overall ground vehicle, because it's actually faster with more firepower and stuff like that than like the Rover. I don't think it's quite as fast as the hover bike though. That's the one we'll have to compare against at some point. But I want to build me a spaceship! For any of you Lego movie fans out there, spaceship! I don't know how this works though, like control-wise and things. Ooh! Alright, now we're talking. Now we are talking! There it is. So, I have a hard time comparing the inventory space because there isn't really a whole lot of information, like numbers or something. Alright, now as far as controls, I have no idea what I'm doing, so bear with me a minute while I try. Okay. So, left mouse is like your hover button, or is it spacebar? Or is it just your throttle in general? Okay, so wait a minute. Wait. Why is it? Okay. Woo! Alright. We gotta figure this out here. So if I drop... Okay, so the weird part is it's controlled through the WASD. That's strange. I was really expecting, because the crosshair control is typically done through the mouse. So I was kind of expecting that, and then it didn't really do that. So that's kind of odd. But it's based on a throttle system, which is interesting. What makes it interesting is if you hold the left mouse button, for any of you that may not be aware, some of you probably already know how all this works, but for any of you that aren't familiar, if you hold the left mouse button, your throttle goes up, and as it goes up, you switch from hover to full flight mode, which is cool. When you decelerate or pull down the throttle, eventually it switches back into a hover state at around 130 or so. Now I don't... Oh, wait, stop it. Alright, now see, this is the problem. I don't know how this works, that when I'm hovering, I don't know what my controls do to move around. How am I seriously stuck on a tree right now? Oh my gosh, what the heck? How am I stuck in a tree? Seriously? This is ridiculous. I can't even get off this thing. Okay, what is going on? My controls are freaking out, my screen's freaking out, I have no idea what's going on. I'm trying to do something. It's not doing anything, I'm just stuck. So this is odd. Whew, scary. Alright, so you can't access the menu here when you're in a vehicle. And I couldn't get out of the vehicle because I was stuck on a tree. Yeah, so that was terrifying. Basically, I ended up force closing the game and I didn't know if it would save my progress or not. Luckily it did. Thank goodness. Alright, get in the ship. Alright, so we're hovering. Now I'm trying to figure out what my controls do. We give it a little bit of thrust. Okay, we can rotate. I can't tell if I can... Okay, I'm not turning, or I'm not rotating really. I can just kind of hover. Can I move forward? No. Okay, you can kind of move forward a little bit. Can I descend? Not thinking so. Okay, so as I kill the throttle, it kind of descends on its own. Okay, so I need to get it to kind of switch over if I want it to... Okay, I'm kind of going forward now. I'm just trying to get used to... It's kind of an odd control scheme is all, so I'm trying to kind of get used to how it works. So if I kill the throttle... I wish I could move the camera around. Like maybe... I'm used to Space Engineers where you hold the Alt button and you can like move the camera around. Okay. So that's how you do that. And if I want it to just go, you just hold the button and then it eventually cranks up. And now we can go... Now the WASD keys actually keep you, or control your pitch. But you have to be like in flight mode to actually get to the pitch controls. That's a little odd. I mean, I guess it's kind of a No Man's Sky of autopilot, like when you're in hover mode type of thing, to keep you from like pointing the nose down and crashing, but it's still a little weird. Oh, and what is this? Wait, what is this? There's a whole nother bit. Hold up. Slow down. What is this? This looks like everything I just made, only it's like already done. What happened here? Why wasn't I included on this? Alright, let's set her down. Okay, I don't have any guns on this, which is a little bit of a letdown. I also don't know how to refuel it. It says fuel, and this is one of the only vehicles so far where the fuel's actually going down. So, I don't really know what to make of that. How do I get out? There we go. Let's get rid of this crawler. Oh no, I'm stuck on my ship. Don't hurt my ship. I don't know where I am. Okay. What the... What is this? Can I dismantle it? That'd be cool. Can I take your stuff? No. But seriously, can I fix this, maybe? This would be kind of awesome, because the next time they do like a wipe or something, I'm just going to head over here. But it's not letting me build, which is unfortunate. I totally did not even know this was a thing. Huh. I wonder why this is here, unless it's like preemptive in terms of like eventually they're going to add, kind of like Subnautica did, where you could find stuff in abandoned bases and things. Makes me wonder who else was here. I'm apparently not the only one. So, yeah, that's kind of an interesting thing. Way to go, spaceship, for informing us of that. So yeah, the controls are a little weird to get used to. I mean, they're not... Now that's interesting. That's green. What is that? Oh, that's got to be chlorine. Okay. I forgot all about that. Well, to be honest, at this point, I think I've pretty much built most everything we can do. So, I'm not really sure what else to do, other than we could go explore the abandoned space station, which is something I do actually want to do at some point. Let's slow her down a little bit. Whoa! That's interesting. It's like an air brake, almost. That's kind of funny. But yeah, I mean, we've built all the ships, and we've pretty much built all the functioning blocks at the moment. So, quite honestly, I'm not really sure what else there is to do at this point. Like I said, I still want to do probably another, maybe at least another episode of this to go explore the space station or something to that effect. But beyond that, I can't really think of anything that's left to do, other than if Azurnium is actually in the game. Well, we haven't built the mech yet, but I don't know if it is or not. I haven't seen any guides that showed a location and stuff, so I'm not really sure about that one. So, anyway, and yeah, by the way, I just kind of broke my theory that when you hold shift, this thing goes up to like 130. So the hover bike is the fastest, the G.A.V is the in-between, that is very versatile but a little more durable and has better weapon placement and stuff. And then the Rover is more of the truck that is good for transporting stuff, but not really the fastest or anything. So there you have it. And I don't know what the deal is with the mech, considering that we haven't built it yet. But I think that's going to wrap things up for us for today. In the meantime, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace.